Starting with this video, we'll have a series of videos to explain or to demonstrate the way we can do, we call it Stingy HiFi. So this is more for those who are interested in hi-fi but don't want to spend a significant amount of dollars. So in this video, you can see I'm showing a NAD T787 AV receiver. So I open it up just to show you the quality. The reason I'm showing this receiver is that if you look at, if you want to set up a home theater for both movies and music, you want very high-end kind of amplifier. But you can purchase a, high-end AV receiver from the name brand, which costs well over $2,000. I think it's probably close to $3,000 or $4,000, that kind of a pricing range. As the one I'm using in my theater is the SR8015 from Marantz. That one over $3,500. So now the question is how we can achieve similar kind of a level of performance and with all the functionalities, bells and whistles, but at much lower budget. So this is one way to achieve it. So let me first show you this T787 AV receiver from NAD, which is a kind of an early generation. But what we want to use is really the power section of this receiver, because this used to be the flagship of the NAD AV receiver series. You can see it's very nicely designed, modular design. You can change the HDMI card and whatever, but we don't have to do that. The only thing we're interested in is the power section. So let me explain how I like this power section of this AV receiver. You can see, first of all, one very important thing is the power supply, the transformer. In this case, they use two stacking two. You can see one and one at the bottom. Toroidal transformer. This is very special because toroidal transformer is much more expensive than the E-shaped transformer, and very rarely used in AC receiver. They're mostly used in very high-end amplifiers. So this is definitely a plus. Two transformers for the 7 power channels, but I think one dedicated to the front, left and right, and the other for the center, surround, and so on and so forth. So very, very good power section. And then if you look at the heatsink, this is also solid aluminum heatsink, you can see, and there's 5 fans underneath to blow up, basically to cool it down. So this is very unique and very good design for high power amplifier session. So they use discrete circuit, you can see, for the power section, and you can adjust the bias. And this is very flexible. If you want, higher bias, you can adjust from here. But normally you don't want to touch them because they're optimized already. And the transistors are, you can see them in a gap here and a gap here. So the quality, again, of this AV receiver, particularly the amp section, is very good. It's comparable to the one at very high end nowadays. For instance, the one I'm using, it's very much comparable to the performance of that amplifier. But this one, you can get it because this is relatively kind of old day kind of receiver, so you can get a used one for maybe a couple $100. And then you see they have the preamp input, the 7.1 channel input, so you can use this input to connect with a modern lower cost AV receiver. For instance, Pioneer or Marantz or whoever, their lower cost version with pre-output, maybe you can get them around say $500 plus. The total well under $1,000. You can get the performance close to the one I mentioned, 3,000 or 4,000, even more. You can see the knobs and everything is very robust as well. So this is one way we can achieve kind of a hi-fi performance with a tight budget. Hopefully you enjoy this, and in the series I will explain some other applications, other amps, and preamps and speakers and so on and so forth. Thank you for watching. Enjoy.